5th tier top path Cripple Moab Sniper now damages Bloons around the main target with a pierce of 10 and damage of 28. If you didn't already know, the top path Sniper was already a powerhouse doing massive damage, and they made him even more ridiculously strong. Now, we're always used to using him as a support tower, helping us defeat the boss, Bloons defeat the bad, by allowing other towers to do more damage. But what if we used him as the main character in our story? What if the top path Sniper was our main damage dealer and we built our strategy around that on Chimps mode? That's exactly what we're going to do today, is make an awesome sniper strategy to see how broken he is in Bloons TD 6. Now, I'm going to start with the ninja and not the sniper, because the problem that we're going to have, or that I'm ready to have, is that the top path Moab, the 4th tier sniper, slows things down tremendously. Like very, very slow, because what it does is it holds Moabs in place until it pops them open, but he's not as strong as his 5th tier buddy, so it takes a while to pop them. So the goal here is to keep it as a 3rd tier deadly precision, which is just pure strength, until we get to the point where we can buy a Cripple Moab. Now, the other caveat to this is we have to go with the middle path, with the 5-2-0 Cripple Moab shrapnel shot pierce increase from 2 to 3. So that's where things, I believe, are going to be the better play. I could be wrong, but I want it to spread to as many Bloons as possible, and I think that's where it's going to be awesome. Now, the problem with that is obviously it's going to be a much slower tower. It'll naturally pop camo, nice, but we needed to go faster to take down those bigger rounds like 75, 98, 99. So we're going to need to have a village with jungle drums, and I'm even thinking a couple overclocks to make him go as fast as he possibly can. Now, the reason I went the ninja up front is just because great strategy, right? Just to have a ninja with an Oben is such a solid go, because you have your lead popping, you have your camo popping, and then Oben buffs up the ninja as well. Fast forward a little bit here, and I have a great setup that'll get you well into the 60s. Because these two alone can handle most everything. This guy cleans up everything else. And then if you didn't know, Oben just got a really awesome buff too at level 8, perfect timing. His little totem allows the druid to pop camo. So 59 is always a struggle because the alchemist is terrible at making the ninja pop lead, and there's tons of camo lead. Now we don't have to worry about it because Oben just buffs the druid, makes him see camo, and now our entire collections of Bloons are covered with this 4 little setup right here. This will get you into any game. And as you can see, it's on a straight line. So beginner map, yes, but this will work on a lot of maps because we don't even care if there's bins in the track. Now, I want to have this thing pointing straight down the track because that shrapnel shot, I want it to bounce. And I'm pretty sure it is like map dependent or path dependent. I could be wrong, but it needs to be like shooting down it. So we're going to go like this. Now, if I get that main Moab, it's going to be a slow and steady journey. But now it's not a bad thing to get main Moab. It's pretty cool. We can just get it because I don't like having green buttons just sit there, and 34,000 is not that far off. But the problem is it'll hold it there. So like on round 80, it'll just be the alchemist, and the ninja should help. So it should be a little bit quicker, but it just takes forever to pop the big old Bloons. And so I like to wait. See how that's kind of stalling it out? It's helping, yes, but it also stalls. Now you may be thinking like, dude, you said you want to use this as your main power tower. Then you have this like decimating team up here. Yes, but these do fall off. They're going to fall off any minute here now. I don't think they can even handle 63. I don't know if this can handle 63. We might have to buy a couple glue gunners, which we're going to need later anyway, because the main downside to this sniper is, yes, he's doing a lot of damage to the other Bloons now, which is really awesome and does a lot of damage. But the problem is the ceramics kind of get past us because he is slow. Even with overclocks in a village, he's still slow. So a glue gunner, like a slow down glue gunner, and then like the cool little middle path glue gunner would be great to have. Now here's 59, and here's the leads I want to show you. Watch the alchemist actually do his job for once. I don't know who popped what. It could have been him. It could have been him. It could have been him. But all together now, we took down 59 with no problems. And I can't tell you how many times I've used a ninja, an alchemist, and an Oben and lost on 59. But I think my favorite thing about this strategy is that it's safe. This guy is a safe tower. Yeah, it's slow, but it's cool because it allows all the other towers that you've placed to do damage while he's stalling them. And it's just so wild to me how he really doesn't do much damage now. It's only 13,000, but as soon as we click Cripple Moab, you're going to see just a giant change. All of a sudden, he's all of the damage. Now, one thing I am noticing, as you can see here, is we're not doing as good as I thought we would with just regular Bloons. So I think what I would do in this situation is go with the middle path elite sniper first, because now our Bloons are completely covered, plus it makes him faster. And that's what we're trying to go for, is just speed here. These two together are deadly. That's the farthest Bloon I've seen since I added this elite sniper. That is pretty awesome. Those two together are crazy. I'm really excited to get to the Cripple Moab. And here it is, Cripple Moab. Normally I'd have this sniper on strong, but I feel like it's cooler on first just because he's going to do damage to everything. I might waste a couple pops here or there, but look, he just shreds. We're not even going to see Moabs for a while, I bet. So I sped him up a little more with jungle drums, and now I want to speed him up even a little bit more with an overclock. Here's what I have, and it's working beautifully. I have a glue guy slowing him down, and I have a double overclock sniper here with the village, so he has a couple boosts here going, and it is working. And then anything that comes out, he has time to slow it down, make it awesome, and we're not even getting that far down the track. Here's 95. This is pretty crazy. He's just keeping them all at bay. I love this. You do got to keep up with your overclocks, so otherwise he does slow down a little bit. I'd be curious to see if the bottom path with the top path is a little bit better though, but I don't think it would be because it doesn't have that awesome shrapnel bouncing around everywhere. But what I wish I could see is I think that's what's going on here is those little stars are that extra damage that we're getting with this guy, and it's just causing mayhem. I'm wondering if strong would be better though. Yeah, it might actually be. I don't know what I was thinking. Because then this guy can just worry about the cleanup, and then this guy can worry about everything else. But I love rounds like this. A 97, you can't even see him. He just does it all behind the scenes. That is so cool. But these two together are insane. It's exactly what I wanted to see. I just don't know on 98. I don't think strong's the play. We'd have to get something else to slow things down unless this guy can handle it all himself. And then if that's the case, snipers are OP. So it does look like it's going to be a little bit too overwhelming for this. But you know what would pair well with this kind of strategy would be this right here. And then I don't think we'll have any problems. I really love seeing the sniper just stretch his wings, guys. He is killing it. That is so cool. Got a little close there, but we also have 17 grand, so we could mess around a little bit better. He's taking out fortified DDTs like it's nothing, and I'm pretty sure we're going to take out this guy pretty quickly as well. And we got a scarab bad. With 20 grand, I think what I would add is probably the glue strike just to make sure the last balloons can't get through, or maybe buff up this guy so we can clean up a little bit better. I think that'd be a solid play, but as you can see, it really doesn't matter. This guy's so strong. You know what would also be awesome? Like a middle path call to arms or homeland defense would make this guy even crazier fast. So I wanted to try it out on a harder map just to prove how good this sniper is. And we're on round 95 with $47,000. It's a little overwhelming finally, but that's just because this guy can't slow down camo. So I'm wondering if something as simple as like an embrittlement right here, that's not gonna work, right? That's not gonna be enough, but it might be. That'd be really cool. And I'm wondering if we should put this guy on elite. That'd be actually pretty cool too, because I think it automatically knows to go strong and then go first when it needs to. And look at the embrittlement is doing enough, I feel like, because we just need to reveal the camo so they can gloom a little bit. And as you can see, he did it there, and then 95 is not even a problem. Just from one little embrittlement. I love this. I don't think 98's gonna cut it. It's really not, but we got a lot of money to work with. Now I went with Gwendolyn so we can have that fire it up ability. I didn't know if it would actually matter. I think it would for him a lot because this guy's just shredding through. He's actually the big power damager, but then this guy just is coming in and just making them into balloons because this guy's a terrible Moab popper, but a great balloon popper. And this guy's a terrible balloon popper, but a great Moab popper. So together they're perfect. And if you wanted to, you could throw in the bottom path, then you'll have the Axis of Havoc achievement, in which case you'll get some rewards too. So throw that in there. If this takes this out, but it wouldn't on Cubism, that would be kind of insane. Can I use some abilities here? No way. I didn't think so. There's so many options at this point. We can get a super glue. We can get the bottom path. Let's get the Axis of Havoc achievement. Let's do that. I don't know if shrapnel's the best choice, but why not? Who cares? We still got $30,000 left. We could still get super glue. Oh my goodness. There's no way. 3 snipers are that strong. We still have 40 grand, and Cubism's a longer track and we struggled more. This is awesome. And I haven't even sped anybody up. Like, we have enough to get call to arms. Like, that would be even crazier because I'm going to use it right now and it's just going to get out of this world. There we go. Now everybody just pure in their own craziness and just tear it down. Nobody. I love this strategy. I made this video with the intention of showing how great this guy is, which he is, but this one is too. Use them together and you have an unpoppable duo. They are amazingly awesome. And if you haven't yet, check out this video. We find out how fast we can black border cargo in Bloons TD 6. That's every single game mode as fast as possible.